Doc, I'm just so worried. What do you think?
Sounds like a lot of news.
Oh, I'm so relieved. Hey, this is Jeff Wick, editor of the Fayette County Record newspaper. Hot off the presses, we've got the first copy of today's edition of the paper, a very healthy copy, joined by Andy Behlen, and we are here with Dr. Crystal Banks at her new practice, Banks Pediatrics. We're joined by her husband, Russell, and Hadley, Violet, and Lily joining us here today. We're going to chat a little bit about some of the things you can find in today's paper, and then we're going to stroll around this beautiful new pediatric office on Highway 77 here in Grange. So, Andy, you want to take us through some of the stories people can find in today's paper?
Sure thing. Well, if anybody was driving down Highway 71 Thursday afternoon, you might have noticed the heavy law enforcement's presence out there around Kirtley. And what it was is they found a patch where somebody was growing about 2,500 marijuana plants. They didn't make any arrests, but they're looking for whoever's responsible. Also, the Mayor Janet Murley fired back at the critics of the Hope Hill residential development for flood victims. The LaGrange Citizens Alliance held a meeting last Wednesday, and Mayor was there to give a few thoughts on what she thinks about criticism of that development. So you can read about that in the paper. Also, Fayette Electric had their big annual meeting. 750 people attended at the KC Hall. We have a sales tax update from Larry Jackson's on the front page. Have some sports briefs and
yeah, lots of academic and athletic awards for various local athletes.
J.K. Dobbins named to the Dope Walker watch list, so that's exciting.
Yeah, and let's see. Hey, look at that. It's an ad for Banks Pediatrics, which will lead us right into the star of the show today, the Banks family. Why don't you all tell us a little bit about your practice here? Just opened the doors very recently, right?
That's right. This is our third week.
Third week, okay.
Today marks the third week, and it's been going pretty good. So I've been in practice in Giddings with Dr. Yodslaw for the last 7 years. However, I've been a LaGrange resident that whole time. So eventually, it was always kind of the goal to move, open a practice here as well, just to serve this community more fully and kind of be more in the community with where my kids are, their activities and things like that.
And as any parent knows, that was certainly a need here for some, we've got some great healthcare providers locally, but, need some more for sure. Anybody who's tried to make an appointment with a sick kiddo can attest to that. And we are in a amazingly beautifully restored building. Tell us the location here and a little about this facility you're at.
So we're at 726 South Jefferson, so we're really right off of 77.
Right, catty corner from the library.
Yes. And you were just asking, not sure how old this home is. We think around the 1900s is when it was built. Was initially a residence / maybe a home office for a gentleman here in town, and we purchased it at the end of last year and then spent the early part of this year getting it ready. So yeah, some renovations, tearing down some walls, putting up some walls, and lots of paint and making things kid friendly.
Now, kids, tell us what room we're in right now. What is this?
Hadley, which room are we in?
The ocean.
The ocean room, that's right. And why do we call it the ocean room?
Because it has a big
Yeah, it has a big, beautiful mural that we got. Each one of our patient rooms has one of these murals in it, kind of telling us about which destination we're going to. So we have the shipwreck and the...
So there's the rainforest room next door, and on the other side here is the safari room, and this is our ocean room.
Yeah, let's go walk into some of those rooms, which, you think about what a welcoming place it is for a kid who's probably nervous to come to the doctor, but to see, these things on the wall, I imagine, you find the kids really get engaged when they walk in,
They've
right?
enjoyed it. Yeah, they really have. So this is our rainforest room, and they like to, look at the different animals and point out things that they see. See them on the walls.
And as you can tell, the kids like to play with the things on the wall.
Yeah.
yes.
Me too.
That's great.
All right, Andy, let's see if you can get
You can hang all the way across.
It's kind of tricky.
Yeah.
So
There's
all of the
really no
windows are
right or
original.
wrong answer.
Yeah, those windows are just amazing. Gosh.
Look at those.
We tried to keep as much of the old architecture as we could because we wanted it to be a historic. Crystal's always dreamed of having her own practice in a small town with a front porch and an old house. And so this is kind of one of her bucket list things that we have to check off.
That's exactly what it is.
Cool. Exactly. And so the other day she called me and said she did one of her bucket list things. She stopped at the local coffee store and got a chai latte on the way to her new practice in an old building. And she was like,
it was pretty cool.
"Oh man,
It was
I'm on a
it was fun
TV show."
moment.
Like, she's on Hallmark Channel somewhere. I know it.
That's great.
And then a big waiting room here, out in the open. Another fascinating mural here. Check that out.
These chiffon walls and beaded.
And on this opposite wall here, the credentials for Dr. Banks. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your background, in terms of education and
Sure. So I did my undergrad at the University of Texas at Dallas, up in Dallas, and then took 4 years there, and then did my medical school training with Texas A&M University College of Medicine, and then my residency at Scott and White with pediatrics in Temple.
Wow.
Well, now it's Baylor Scott and White. Yeah. So, and finished up in 2011, and have been, like I said, was practicing in Giddings with Dr. Yaltslaw for the last 7 years, and then have now opened this year.
And actively accepting new patients now?
Yes,
How
sir.
do people do that?
So,
Just call?
well, yeah, our numbers, which is in the paper now,
Okay.
so it's 979-206-2005, and they call, Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, 8 to 5, we have our phones on, and then Wednesdays and Fridays, 8 to noon. We are answering phone calls and accepting all, new patients, birth to 18 years.
You have a website?
Do we have a, we don't have one.
Not yet. We're working on it. We figured we ought to get the building up and going and get it. And then, so we have all new computer system, all new house. So now it's time to do the all new website. So we're getting there. We do have a patient portal, so where people can go online and pay their bill still, but we don't have an actual, we don't have our website up and running yet.
I was really impressed with the iPad that you gave to my daughter when she filled out all of her information. So
It
goes right into
streamlines things a little bit, I think, or at least that's the goal. I mean, right now we're still working out the kinks of it, getting used to a new system, but I do feel like it's a little bit easier for patients to click, click, click versus having to maybe write out everything. So it just makes things a little bit easier, and then it streamlines it, getting it into their chart in our system. So
That's great.
it seems to be well received so far.
All right, well, I think the newspaper got a clean bill of health, and Andy's been a cooperative patient, so let's see maybe if,
See if Miss Donna's back there.
Donna, are you back there? How about anything that you give out for good patients?
We give stickers and suckers.
How about a sticker for this guy and a sucker for this guy? you can't say we never give you any bonuses, Andy.
I thought you were supposed to get a shot first, though. Aren't you supposed to
No. I don't think there's any shots planned today.
Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol's really big right now. So I
Yeah,
bet
you
they'll
want
be
that?
Yeah, I think Paw Patrol would be
Okay,
good.
so we're
Paw
gonna
Patrol
give you
would be good.
one right. Where should I put it? Should I put it right there?
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect.
All right, and then you can have your choice on colors.
All right.
Flavors. Lots of flavor choices for the sucker.
I'm going to go green.
There you
There you go.
Girls, there's going to be thousands of people watching this. Anything you want to say to them about anything?
go. Say hi.
You want to say bye? You want to say bye to them?
Bye,
Right
everybody.
there. Wave bye.
Thanks for coming and checking us out.
Yeah, please do check out Banks Pediatric. What a wonderful addition to this community to fill a big need. Welcome, guys, and thank y'all so much for having us today.
You can always find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and find us online at FayetteCountyRecord.com. Thanks so much for reading, and thanks for watching.